Introduction. Welcome back to Power Play, where we unleash the cold, unrelenting genius of Niccolò Machiavelli's The Prince to dominate the brutal arena of leadership. We've carved a path through parts 1 to 9, mastering how to seize power, wield fear like a warhammer, outfox betrayal, tame fortune's storms, crush factions, dazzle with spectacle, unite fractured lands, and forge dynasties that defy time. But Machiavelli's 1513 playbook is a boundless forge of cunning, and Part 10 is here to deliver a volcanic, earth-shaking finale to crown this series. Today, we're diving deep into outwitting fortune's chaos, manipulating the collective psyche, navigating inherited realms, learning from history's darkest betrayers, mastering deception's deadly art, balancing force with diplomacy, and crafting a legend that burns through eternity. These are the ultimate moves that transform a prince into a god of power. Strap in for a fiery, soul-searing masterclass that'll redefine how you rule. Smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your boldest leadership gambit. Let's plunge into Machiavelli's final inferno and claim the throne of history. Section 1. Outwit fortune's chaos with iron will. Machiavelli starts with a brutal truth. Fortune is a wild, untamed beast that can shatter even the mightiest prince. In The Prince, he compares it to a raging river, destroying all unless you build dams before the flood. He praises Cesare Borgia, who fortified Romagna with armies, alliances, and spies, nearly bending fortune to his will until a freak illness struck. But Machiavelli's deeper point is philosophical. Fortune favors the bold, but only if they're relentless planners. Stockpile resources, map every risk, and strike when luck wavers. He warns of rulers who banked on chance and collapsed when it soured, like the Italian lords who trusted foreign allies only to be betrayed. Today, it's like a startup founder diversifying revenue to survive a market crash, or a politician building a war chest before a surprise election. Fortune's a cruel mistress. Outwit her with foresight, grit, and a refusal to bow. Wait for luck, and you're already dead. Section 2. Manipulate the collective psyche. Here's a spicy gem. The masses are clay, and a prince is the sculptor. Machiavelli says people judge by appearances, not truth, so you must craft a narrative that grips their souls. He points to Ferdinand of Aragon, who spun his brutal conquests as divine missions, turning Spain's masses into loyal devotees while he crushed rivals. The trick? Use symbols, speeches, and calculated acts, victories, charity, justice, to shape their beliefs. But keep it real enough to avoid cracks in the facade, as Machiavelli warns of princes exposed as frauds. Today, it's like a CEO curating a visionary image on LinkedIn while outmaneuvering competitors, or a politician staging photo ops at disaster sites to look heroic. Perception isn't just power, it's a spell. Cast it masterfully, or the crowd will turn on you. Section 3. Navigate the traps of inherited states. Machiavelli's got a wild insight. Inherited states are easier to hold, but harder to revolutionize. In The Prince, he says hereditary princes, like the Medici in Florence, coast on tradition but risk stagnation if they push too hard for change. The challenge? Keep loyalists happy while modernizing without sparking revolt. He contrasts this with new princes who must fight for every inch, but can reshape their realm. Machiavelli cites the French kings, who tweaked old systems gradually, avoiding backlash. Today, it's like a family business heir updating operations without alienating old-school staff, or a politician in a traditional district passing reforms while honoring local customs. Inherited states are a golden cage. Tread lightly, innovate boldly, or you'll lose the crown you were born to wear. Section 4. Learn from history's darkest betrayers. Machiavelli loves a twisted tale, and Liberato da Urbino is his darkest betrayer. In The Prince, he recounts how this 15th century warlord seized Urbino by luring nobles to a banquet and slaughtering them, only to fall when his own allies betrayed him. Liberato's lesson. Audacity wins power, but betrayal breeds betrayal. Trust no one without leverage. Machiavelli contrasts him with subtler schemers like Pandolfo Petrucci, who ruled Siena by balancing force with charm. Study these shadowy figures. Their ruthless gambits inspire, but their downfalls warn of overplaying your hand. Today, it's like an entrepreneur learning from a cutthroat startup's rise but avoiding its legal implosion, or a manager mimicking a rival's bold strategy without their backstabbing reputation. History's betrayers are your dark mirror. Steal their edge, dodge their doom. Section 5. Master Deception's Deadly Art. Machiavelli throws a spicy truth. Deception is a prince's sharpest blade, but it must be wielded with precision. In The Prince, he says a ruler must be a great pretender, blending fox-like cunning with lion-like strength. He praises Borgia, who deceived rivals with fake alliances, only to crush them when their guard dropped. The catch: deception works only if you maintain trust with those who matter. Break too many promises, and you're a pariah. Machiavelli warns of princes who lied so often they lost all credibility. Today, it's like a negotiator feigning weakness to lure a better deal, or a leader hiding a layoff plan while rallying the team. Deception is a dance. Step perfectly, or you'll trip into oblivion. Section 6. Balance force and diplomacy like a titan. Machiavelli's got a bold rule. A prince must wield both the sword and the olive branch to rule. Force crushes resistance. Diplomacy builds bridges. He cites Ferdinand of Aragon, who conquered Granada with raw power but sealed Spain's unity with clever treaties. The balance is key. Too much force breeds hatred, too much talk looks weak. Machiavelli tells of rulers who failed by leaning one way, brutes who lost allies, diplomats who lost respect. Today, it's like a CEO firing underperformers but negotiating with top talent to stay, or a politician cracking down on unrest while charming foreign leaders. Force shows your teeth, diplomacy hides them. Master both, or you'll fall to one. Section 7. Craft a legend that defies oblivion. Finally, Machiavelli drops a cosmic vision. A prince's ultimate triumph is a legend that outlives empires. In The Prince, he says true greatness isn't just power, it's a myth that shapes history. He admires Augustus, who built Rome's imperial legacy with laws, victories, and propaganda, making his name a synonym for eternity. But Machiavelli's own plea for Italy's unification shows his dream. A prince whose story inspires beyond their grave. Build monuments, literal or figurative, through epic deeds, reforms, or symbols. Today, it's like a founder creating a brand like Tesla that lives past their exit, or a leader whose viral speech inspires generations. Rule for now, but craft a myth for forever. Your name should haunt the stars. Conclusion. Machiavelli's The Prince is the ultimate forge for ruling with cunning, grit, and immortal vision, and Part 10 just burned the house down. From outwitting fortune to manipulating minds, navigating inherited realms, learning from betrayers, mastering deception, balancing force with diplomacy, and crafting a legend that defies time. These lessons are your blueprint for godlike dominance. Whether you're building a startup, leading a revolution, or crushing life's power games, Machiavelli says, bend chaos to your will, shape every story, and leave a mark that never fades. This series has been a relentless odyssey, but power's game never sleeps. What's your boldest move to rule like a prince? Drop it in the comments, slam that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more of history's sharpest lessons. Stay fierce, stay eternal,